Hi, this is again Volleyball Explained and the podcast First Tempo. Today I'm very glad to welcome the head coach of Maritza, Ahmetcan Ersismek, in the show. Ahmetcan, first of all, thank you very much for accepting the invitation to be here in the podcast.
Thank you so much to you also. You invite me here, and for sure it will be good speech.
Uh, of course, let's English speaking people say, let's start from the beginning. Of course, we cannot start from the end, but uh, can you tell us a little bit about the start of your volleyball career and also career as a coach?
Yes, sure. So I start when I was in primary school, and I start with one teacher. So I played around 12, 13 years. And last of my year, actually I played second division. I was not so first division high. And but after that, Vakifbank, that time they are searching some help, and they call us, they are coach, and I go to help them just for one match, and then they really like how we are working, and they keep me end of the season. It was around 3 months like this. I just helped them. After that, they call me because I was player still. I have some offer, and but I decided to stop because my Vakifbank was the best club and best coaches, best player. Everybody is really so professional, so nice. And I was thinking, so okay, I'm young. I stop around 24 years old, so I say, okay, good start for my career like a coach. And I stopped to play, and I start with Vakifbank, and at the same time I was working with sports school to to learn more and everything. And this is my, let's say, short story start with Vakifbank.
Yeah, for the people who actually don't know, you were together with Giovanni Guidetti for many years,
Yes,
but also you worked also with another Bulgarian there. Actually, two Bulgarians overall. The first one is Georgi Bivovarski, uh,
yes,
and and also for a short period of time, a trainee, let's say it in this way, was Christian Mikhailov. Both Giovanni and Christian have been guests in the podcast. You three of you actually in from Vakifbank from this period. Uh, and saying Guidetti, of course, I would say that Giovanni is one of the philosophers of the greatest minds in terms of creating the right mindset when it comes to volleyball. So my question is, can you name the first three things that came to your mind that actually were Guidetti's advice during 3 years?
so people is calling him like mastermind, and I agree this. He have always different and good idea. Very difficult, how to say, two match in a row lost against one team. He have always coming another good opinion. And if we lose one day, next day he is immediately waking up around 5, 6, and he's starting to work more, more, more. And so this is the probably first one. And I can say I really like him. Like for him, he won, I don't know, maybe 30 cup, but for him, not enough. This is the really I like. And the other one, really hard worker, no question. He is always working hard.
Can you tell us actually about the hard work? How was how describe please one working day in Vakifbank with Giovanni. One standard working day.
So standard, let's say if we are doing double practice, morning for sure 3 hours, and afternoon also minimum 2.5 and 3:15, 2:45, and always good intensity, and always there is some meaning for the about the drill. We are doing something always for the useful for us. So this is good things. Even you cannot start with Giovanni 6 against 6 after 30 minutes or the 20 minutes. Every time after 1.5 hour, more than 1 hour, and you have to adapt to practice. You have to do something more useful about technique, tactic, and then you can play. But always, also this 6 against 6, there is always some meaning.
So these, let's say, altogether 5 hours, 5 hours and a half. They are
Yeah, minimum.
only volleyball, or it depends. For example, sometimes working in the gym, working, for example, the team together on the court, but also working about individual elements.
So, I can say like this. Actually, this year they changed their style a little bit, and they are doing one practice, but long practice every day. They are starting around 10 and they are finishing 2 or 3. So, and it means everything is included. This medical stuff and
Yeah.
some fitness, some ball, and everything inside. But when I was in Vakif, we work morning generally 3 groups, and this is the more technical part. So we are working more receiver together for reception, for defense, something for middle with block, sometimes attack. With setter. We had also 2 court, setter and libero. Sometimes separate, sometimes together. And this was the more morning time, more technical part.
Okay. We actually reached the point where we'll talk also about Maritza, of course. Your one season here in Bulgaria, you became champion, you won the cup. But let's start with who made the contact, were the negotiations long, and how did you decide actually to come in Plovdiv?
It was really hard decision for me because after long time in Vakif, 8 9 years I worked there, and there is really like my home. I feel when I go there still, I'm feeling I am at home. It was really difficult, but all of coaches target one day become like a head coach. And actually, I know before Maritza because we play each other, and we come also with national team to play in Plovdiv. So I already know the players and I know how they are organizing good. And also plus they have always good target to improve the young player, and we are playing Champions League, and this is really good experience for me. And I was thinking, so maybe now time to go from the home. And then, of course, I share my idea with Giovanni. And then first he was sad a little bit, but after he was really happy. And he was really happy, and he said, "Okay, really good time for you to go like a head coach, and this is a good place for you, and you can start from there." Of course, it's take a little bit time. Not easy to say immediately yes or no, but at the end, I guess I did good decision. And who contact with me? Our vice president contact with me. And also they know, not easy to go from Vakifbank. And I asked them a little bit time for the thinking. And I think at the end we met and we speak, about the details, what they want from me, how I can help them, because this is more important.
Yeah, I understand that this is a decision for going out of your comfort zone, because being an
Yes.
assistant of Giovanni in Vakifbank with all those titles, let's not forget actually that Giovanni, one of Giovanni's first jobs as a head coach was head coach of Bulgarian. That was that long ago. So when actually okay, maybe not most of your players now in Maritza weren't born yet, actually. So for sure, this is an interesting decision out of the comfort zone. And
Yes.
I would like to link actually this with my next question, and it is: what were the first challenges for you becoming a head coach? Because of course, being on the top of the management of the sport technical management is one thing. Being the assistant is a different thing, because not
Yes.
all of the liability are the responsibilities for you. So, what were the first challenges in this regard?
So for sure, it's totally different job. It's on the paper, on the theory is coach, but is assistant coach and head coach is really like what you say is all responsible. You have to control everything. This is not easy to do really. And I decide to go out from my comfort zone because if you wanna become a coach, good coach, so one day you have to leave your comfort zone. This was my idea. I can work in Vakifbank, more longer, but until where? I am never saying is I will never become an assistant. This is the life. You never know. But for me, it's a good time to go out because still I'm young and I'm not married, And I say, okay, now time to try to do like head coach. Maybe I cannot do like a good coach, what I am thinking before. So it was really good time for me to decide. Yes, let's try now because also I work with Giovanni, like what you say, one of the best coach. So I was thinking I learned really a lot of things from him. So I can do a lot of good things to player, and I have always good relation with players. And I can understand them, or what they need and how I can help them. And for me, it's important also really communication. I'm not this kind of coaches to say yes, this is the only correct one because I learned this from Giovanni. Volleyball can change. This is not normal. You have to listen everybody basically, and to listen. And if there is some good point and you can take from this, if it's useful, and then you can use in your life, your court. So I was thinking, okay, now I can do this because I feel I'm ready to go out comfort zone. Because what I say, if you our dream, like one day become a good coach, like Giovanni, like Daniel Santarelli, like Lavarini, there is a lot of good coaches. There are what this even now. If I start to count, is there is a lot of coaches. This is just 3, 4 name if we want to come like them, so you have to leave your comfort zone. And this was my idea.
Yeah, you mentioned the importance of listening. Uh, what does what did you actually learn from the players? Because last summer you were the newcomer here in Bulgaria, in Plovdiv, in the Bulgarian league, as a head coach. So is it right to say, because I have some memories from my uh, podcast with Giovanni, that he mentioned something along these lines, that when he got his first uh, job as a head coach, he learned actually more from his experienced players than actually they learned from him.
Yes, I agree. This is why I say I like to listen to player. You are sometimes just watching from the coaching side, but you have to understand the players also. Because, for example, I remember one good story with Giovanni and Milena Rasic. So maybe he already told you. And she was the best middle worker, really. She know the job amazing. And I just start that time, and I really learned a lot of things from her. And also, couple of time I saw Giovanni is asking to her, what we can do to do better block or better attack, something. Because on the court, at the end they are playing. So you have to understand them which one is, for example, one ball for me is looking good, but maybe for her is not good. Or about tactically, maybe she will be more free if I say something. Maybe she will be how to say, like in jail, you know. No, I so you have to understand the player to learn, and also about tactically, you know. I work really good players from Brazil, from USA, Turkish national team, Serbia. You know, everybody really, it was really high level player, and you can learn from them easy about technique, about tactic. You know, this is why I say always good communication is for you better level.
And can you tell us a story like this? But of course, if you have something in mind in Maritza in the first months, it could be only about volleyball. In particular, it could be something about the life in Plovdiv or in Bulgaria and whatever, about the host, the quality of the league, or I don't know what else.
You are asking on the first month.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Okay. Okay. So first month, I was
This
excited.
month,
Really.
second month, it doesn't matter. Something that comes to you in mind.
Yeah, yeah. So first month, I was really excited to come. You know, everything is so new for me, and I come. I was really excited to work the young player because I really like to work them with some good experienced player. You know, this is the good communication. They can teach them something. I can teach them something. You know, this is the very important for their improvement. So I see this on the team. And also, you know, if you compare it with Istanbul and Plovdiv, for me, everything is so easy life. Sometimes even our players or coaches was saying, "Oh, coach, today is traffic 20-25 minutes." For us, Istanbul, you know, it was not. So this was the for me really relaxed life. Everything is so easy, and also about food is, you know, basically similar everything. So it was good.
Yeah.
After that, I had some problem, and you know, I was a little bit sad. Not little bit actually. I lost my mom after 3 months when I come to Bulgaria, and this was my, you know, it's really bad period. But again, I can say to uh, thanks to players, coaches, and you know management, everybody really they helped me a lot, and we grew up together. It was not easy period in my life. This so first month was good. After 2-3 months, you know, up and down, but at the end, you know, we fight together. This is important.
You mentioned Milena Rasic, and
Yeah.
now I have a small provocation for you. Could you please describe the following names you worked with in Vakifbank, in Turkey, and in Serbia with just one word? Just one word. First one
Okay,
is
I will try because this is the, you know, it's hard and everybody really high level,
yeah.
but I will try.
First one is Paulo Egon.
Paolo Egona, she is the, how to say, she's crazy but amazing player.
Second one is Tijana Bošković,
Bošković is leader.
the leader.
Yeah,
Third one, Isabel Haak.
incredible person and incredible hard worker. You know, for me, Bella is really one of the best.
I had the pleasure, but also the lack of pleasure to watch her here in okay, not here because I'm in Sofia, but in Plovdiv during the
Yeah,
European Championship 4 years ago. Next one, Gabi Guimarães.
Gabi, really good example for everybody.
Zehra Güneş.
Zehra Güneş. Can I use same words like?
It's okay, okay, of course.
So Zehra also hard worker and at the same time leader.
Majo Gnenovic.
One of the best.
Ebrar Karakurt.
Ebrar Karakurt, talent.
And the last one is Tinju.
Oh, do you think? I can say winner?
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Next question is about the Champions League. Okay, let's say it's very, very hard actually to compare Maritza with Conegliano, because I don't think Conegliano can be compared to anyone now. But
Yeah.
where is the biggest discrepancy, the biggest difference between not only Maritza but also teams like Maritza and the teams in Poland? You qualified for the quarterfinal in the CEF Cup.
Yeah.
Actually, I had the pleasure to be a co-commentator of your last match with Mlados. So that was last year. I commented Maritza against Vasas. They lost, so they
Yeah.
didn't play in the CEF Cup. But now it was much better. So where is the biggest discrepancy? Is it only about the middle level of the average level in Bulgaria? But
Sorry, your connection was not good. Can you tell me again what is the?
where is the biggest difference between those teams in the higher level and Maritza now, and how actually this gap could be made smaller?
Oh, this is really hard to close to this gap. First of all, okay, we are speaking about Conegliano, Vakif, and the other teams. This is really big difference because they are playing really high level league, and they have really a lot of experienced player in national team, Champions League, and their league. They are always fighting. Okay, I was happy to play against first 4-5 team in Bulgaria league, but this quality is difference, so you don't have too much stronger opponent, so you cannot fight every time with this Jejo, this Corneliano, the other one. Actually, I'm happy. I will really play good. Okay, couple of sets, we lost our concentration, but again, after the match, I remember I said same thing. This is normal because this is good for our player to improve themselves. This is some experience. Very good to play against Gabi, Bella, Ju, the other players. This is really nice. Um, we really fight good, but this is all about your league quality, player quality. Still, our players so young if you compare with the other team, high level team. So for this, we need time, and I'm happy we are working good and we are improving. Sometimes there is up and down, but this is very normal. It can happen. There is no one player always playing 100% high level. So for sure there is just we are trying to go down, little bit from 100 to let's say 80, 70, not 100 to 30. So for this also we need a lot of time because what I say they are really young and I'm happy to work with them because I can see we are improving. But if we wanna compare or fight with the other teams in Champions League, so we need better league quality.
I will make a little step back with the questions and ask you, probably also because of the description you gave Ebrar with the word talent.
Yeah.
So do you believe that there are players where the talent makes the hard work much less necessary?
Oh, I don't think so. I'm always believing, if you have talent, if you are not hard worker, talent for nothing. And I say Ebrar talent, but I didn't say Ebrar is not hard worker. Also, Ebrar is hard worker. So also, how I can say, there is many player. Even when I was player, there is many talented player. Now they are not playing. For example, this was coming from the hard work. For example, I can give one example from football, basketball, also volleyball. Cristiano Ronaldo, he have good talent, but he's crazy about work. This is why he is the one of the best. And volleyball, Gabi, Bella, also, this not only these two names. There is a lot of hard worker, and this is why they are always playing high level. So why Diana Boshkovic start 17 years old high level and why she is playing still? Because she is hard worker. She have good talent, really high level, but at the same time she is not saying, yeah, I'm the one of the best. No, she is always working good. Why Maya Ogenovic still playing? Because she have amazing talent and she's hard worker. She's not saying, I am the one of the best. Why I have to listen you? No, she's listening everybody. She's, if you are helping her, she's always listening. So this is why there everything is, combined. Everything is together, and they become a high level player. And sorry, last thing
Yeah.
is important, not only to high level player, important keep this level. So this kind of player is doing this job. Amazing.
Next question.
Yeah,
Of course, Bulgaria and Turkey have a lot of common words. Actually, there are
yeah.
Turkish words in Bulgarian language due to our common history. But I would just make another mention of the podcast with Giovanni. He told me some words that he uses in Bulgarian, but which words and do you use, and which was actually the first word that you start using in training process or whatever?
I think because of from Serbia, I use voda. This, it's basically same when I stop to practice. And after I understand, merci and Bogodaria is like for us, thank you. And, I start to ask, what is this? And like what you say, we have a lot of common word is, for example, chorba is
Yeah.
the other one. Now I know ne, and I can count. Uh, Not easy, but I can count. It's actually I will try to learn this summer more because it's more useful. Like what I say, for me, it's really important to communicate with players, so I can understand from their idea more easy. Okay, basically everybody knows English, but every time better to explain yourself in your language.
Yeah. I won't be asking about specific names, of course, but let's formulate the question in this way. Will we actually keep most of the players from this year for the next season? Do you have idea about upcoming transfers? Let's ask specifically about: are you going to keep Vanessa Agbortabi? Or yeah, anything about this topic
So
you are able to tell me now?
okay, so I cannot say the name. They already know basically, but we will keep most of the players. Basically, it will be same roster. There is just some small change, because I believe always, this year was for us like the adaptation year for everybody. And like what I say, we have really a lot of young and experienced good player, talented player. So we can keep like this. So next year we can improve together more. This is what I believing. And also, I don't like to change, 1 year, 6 player, 7 player, to change everything. And this is why I want to keep basically same.
Okay, and my last question is, what will be the goals for Maritza? Because, of course, Champion Cup, this is normal, but you will be playing again in the group stage of the Champions League directly. So this is
Yes, this
an
is
achievement
perfect.
again,
Yeah.
and of course, probably going one step more than CEF Cup quarterfinal. Hope.
Yes, I, I,
Hopefully.
I I hope so. I don't want to put target immediately. Yes, we will play next year semi-final or something. This is not reality. So first we have to see our group, and then we can put some target. But of course, every time uh, our target to go or Champions League. It's what is the hardest for us, but we will try for sure. And if it's not, again we will try to go to Save Cup. And if it's semi-final or our way is good and we improve more, if it's final, it will be perfect for us. But I cannot say now. For me, is most important thing is the improve the player. This is also for Bulgarian volleyball.
Thank you again.
You're welcome.
Teşekkürler. Thank you again. Thank you again for being in the podcast, and I would like to wish you a lot of success with Maritza for the next season, because
Thank you so much.
yeah, this is our champion. This is our most best performing team in the last 10 years. So
Yeah.
I would like to wish you a lot of luck, and I wish you a lot of success and wins for the next season also. Thank you again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Dear listeners, dear spectators, thank you again for watching the podcast. Subscribe to the channel, like the video in order for it to perform better in YouTube. So, and of course, thank you, and watch us also the next time. Bye bye.